Marvel Rivals Season 7 has graciously brought us two new heroes, Black Cat and White Fox. So you know what that means. I've got to make them. So let's get those guys out of here. They're old news. I can begin working on... In an interview with the developers of Marvel Rivals, they were asked something along the lines of, "Are you allowed to make your own original characters for the game?" To which they answered yes. So if you had told me that this was the original character they created, I'd completely believe you. But no, it is actually a character, albeit one that was created in 2014, which, to be honest, is older than I expected. I was thinking somewhere closer to 2019, like Luna. They actually have both been on the same team before, which I imagine is the large inspiration to why they added her to the game. I wonder how they go about adding characters to this game. What's the thought process? I'm not complaining though. Like, I'm pretty happy with her inclusion. I love to see super niche characters in media. Broadens my palette of knowledge or characters that I can know. Plus, I finally have Deadpool and Daredevil in the game, so I could really care less who they add after this. Obviously, there's still characters I'd like to see, like Captain Marvel, Sentry, some other villains like Doom, Thanos, the Green Goblin. But if we have to wait for stuff like that because they want to add Devil Dinosaur next season, cool. Let them. Honestly, people complain about hero selection in this game and them adding new characters nobody asked for, as if we didn't already have a litany of great characters. I mean, come on, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Venom, all extremely popular characters millions of people adore who are already in the game and you can play as. Like, just relax. Apparently they've got heroes planned till 2027 already, so there's no worry. You'll probably get who you want eventually if you don't already have them. 2027 is still 8 new heroes away. And I'm sure in those 8 heroes, we're probably going to see Cyclops, Ghost Rider, and hopefully Captain Marvel or even Sentry. Watch, they're going to finally add Ghost Rider. It's going to be Robbie Reyes, and they're going to be like, "Why did they add Johnny Blaze? Why can't we have Johnny Blaze?" Like, I'm so tired of people complaining and being like, "Oh, why is Danny Rand not in the game? They gotta add Danny Rand at some point." Like, you can add a Danny Rand, like, legendary skin like they did with Lady Loki. I think that would be fine. Because, I mean, what else are you really gonna do? I guess you could give him a kit that's more Iron Fisty than, like, not ever using the Iron Fist. Like they already do. Still gonna complain about that. Just you wait till I upload my Iron Fist video. Then I'll be whining all about that for 7 minutes, or however long that takes me. Anyway, since I don't think there'll ever be I'm an adult, I can't speak apparently. Since I don't think there'll ever be another opportunity for me to talk about this, let's talk about her origin and general history. First of all, as I mentioned earlier, she was created in Avengers Electric Reign issue number 1 in October of 2014. Created by Young Hoon Ko? God, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not going to look it up or make any effort to be correct, because apparently of all the effort I put into these videos, I guess it was just too much to ask for me to get a name right. The comic was actually a Korean exclusive internet comic. She was created based off of an old Korean myth of the Kumiho, mythical nine-tailed fox creatures. When it actually comes to White Fox, whose real name is Amihan, I know how that sounds. She's not ancient or anything. She hasn't been given an exact age, but she's in like her late 20s, early 30s. However, her mother is ancient, an ancient being who can turn into and I'll give you a second to guess this. That's right, as the name implies, a platypus.
Pity the platypus!
No, obviously a white fox. A large nine-tailed white fox. After falling in love with somebody, who knows who, she had a child and gave birth to Ami. Ami's mother was killed by a Samjaku, which is a 3-legged dog race that is powerful enough to kill Kumihos. Of course, they've wiped out the whole Kumiho species except for Ami, which makes her exactly the same as Superman with no difference or nuance. Since she was just a little girl, she went to live with her aunt and uncle, whom I presume are on her father's side of the family. They weren't her biggest fans, so she was pretty lonely for most of her youth. When she was young, in high school, she was able to make a friend. A friend who, of all of the possible friends she could have made at school, was kidnapped by a crime lord. So naturally, she used her powers to go get her back. After taking them all down, she was approached by some government agent who recruits her as a government-sanctioned superhero. Funny enough, her hero origin wasn't told until 5 years after her debut comic. because they clearly had so much to do with her before that. Actually, had a little bit of stuff to do with her. To be fair, I can't blame them for forgetting her. She's such a nothing burger of a character in her first appearance. However, a few months after her nothing burger appearance, she showed up in Marvel Contest of Champions. Yes, the mobile game, Contest of Champions. She showed up in a semi-canon, flip-floppy tie-in comic. I remember playing that game with my cousins back in 2014, or whenever it was relevant. Every once in a while, I'll see an advertisement for it, or something pop up of them adding a new character, which, may I say, is crazy. Like, nobody talks about how much attention mobile games get for them being mobile games. Like, Injustice 2, the mobile game, is still regularly getting new characters 8 years later, while Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, was shut down after only a year. Like, where are the priorities? I kind of want to get back into Contest of Champions. Like, create a new, fresh account, and just start playing it. Get the characters, do whatever. I feel like there's so much content in that game now that I almost don't want to, I'm like intimidated by it. I don't want to get into that. Plus it's a mobile game. I'm not going to put enough effort into that to play like consistently or anything. I want to mention here, I got basically all my information from Sir_Superhero. He also did a video on Elsa, which is where I filled in most of the blanks on my knowledge of her character for that video last season. Definitely check him out to learn Marvel lore. As for White Fox, she's finished. I really like how she turned out. She looks really good, and for only taking me 2 days, she's definitely the easiest character I've made from this game by like a long shot. I hope Black Cat is this easy. Black Cat! Another Spider-Man related character. That's pretty exciting. I will never complain about getting more Spider-Man stuff. Ever. Yes. I'd even take Jackal as a character in this game, which it seems like they're kind of teasing. Or the Wall, whose kit would basically be a Groot ability. I figure since I just showed you guys White Fox, I don't need to go over making the body in depth since it's still the exact same. With Cat, I decided not to give her eyebrows though. If you're wondering why, it's because you don't see them under the mask, so I didn't want to mess them up being too revealing here. I also decided not to give her hair yet since it just gets in the way while making the costume. This is a newer practice I've been adopting on my projects. I've gotten a lot of requests to make Spider-Man from this game, which makes sense, but I really hate to say that I've already made him, and I didn't record it. He's the only character from this game that I made and didn't record, because I wasn't planning on making this a series, and I made him first. But alas, here we are. One of my initial thoughts about Black Cat in the game has to be, they're doing too much. In the sense of she's just gooner bait. From the way she stands in the hero screen, or when you zoom in on her, to how seductive they make her voice, or her release skin being this skimpy sparkly outfit, her idle animation of her being in like stripper poses on her grappling line, and probably more things that aren't even coming to mind. Well, now I think about it, even her kid is kind of too much. Now don't get me wrong, I do get it, she's a femme fatale, but like, bro, it's kind of exhausting. At least I find it pretty exhausting. But then again, I've never been around a woman who's even remotely attracted to me, so maybe I'm just used to them being disgusted and annoyed all the time. At least she's not kissing everybody when she does a takedown. Who would do that? Something else I'm not really a big fan of is her kit. I think for the most part, she's solid. Her ult is kind of whatever, but I don't like the magic stuff. Like, if you took all of the magic stuff out of her kit, I think she'd be pretty solid. Like, I get it that it's a part of the season's lore and it's stuff she stole, but it really just doesn't feel like the character. At least not to me. Frankly, I just think it's a strange move. Maybe I'll come around on it, but right now, I'm not the biggest fan. Like, why would she be able to make portals off rip, but Adam took a year to fly? I feel like people forget that he's a Superman clone character overtly crossed with Jesus. Marvel in general just has a lot of Superman-like characters. Gladiator, Quasar, Hyperion, it's like they're obsessed. Now to paint her. Luckily, like Deadpool, that gunmetal black I bought came in clutch with this one. Something I hadn't realized though is that there was a crack in the bottle. A crack sealed by dry paint. Unfortunately, it was dry paint that I had ripped off right before it because I was like, why is this here? So, I decided to put a pause on her while I waited for the crack to reseal with more paint. The crack was just making it so the paint wouldn't come out the part I needed it to. After it's dry, I still need to detail the jewels on her. I look back on my Emma for some inspiration and try to paint it similar to that. I didn't really give Black Cat the same amount of detail that I did Emma though. I mainly just didn't feel like cutting out and sewing each tiny diamond. It helps with the look too that the white I was using was glittery. Something I do like in Black Cat's kit is her mechanic to steal coins off people when she attacks them. I think that's really cool and unique to her character. Of course, that directly plays into her magic abilities, being that she collects coins to purchase moves. I guess if you wanted to repurpose the mechanic, you could always make the coins go towards her ult, like Deadpool's letter grade system. But if I'm being honest, I wouldn't want them to make a character as unique as Deadpool for a while. Like, maybe one a year? That'd be pretty cool. I vote for Taskmaster to be the next multi-role character. One of the last things I need to make is her hair. Well, actually it's her choker, but I hadn't noticed that yet. A mistake I made is that I hadn't realized that I made her lipstick the wrong shade. It's actually some sort of dark purple as opposed to the straight black. The more the Sharpie fades into the felt though, the more it looks purple, so it's not that big a deal. Sure, a lot of other characters are kinda ruined by that, but hey, Black Cat's lips will be the right color in 6 months. Gotta take the okay with the overwhelming bad. Usually when I make a woman in this game, I typically have to do a lot more with her hair, like on Rogue or Angela, so it's nice to have two fairly simple-headed characters. It sounds like an insult. For coloring her hair, I got a box of Sharpies with all these different shades I'd think I wouldn't need. But I was wrong, cause I needed them here. So I was able to get what I think are pretty good matching colors to finish her off. With that, Black Cat is done. She was fairly easy to do. I'm actually a lot happier with her than I thought I'd be while I was working on her. That's it for making Season 7 heroes. This season was for sure a lot easier to do than Season 6. Of the two of them that I made, I'm not sure who I'd pick as my favorite. Maybe White Fox. I just think she might have turned out nicer. I like her suit. I had to go out and buy specific material for that suit. It wasn't as easy as Black Cat. Since I didn't think of it at the end of the Black Cat part, here's Spider-Man with her. Aren't they wonderful? Can't you tell that I made them a year apart? Isn't Spider-Man's head a little oversized? Don't be rude, it adds to its charm. I'd like to mention here at the end of the video that there is no official pattern for anything made in the video. Everything you see here was made completely free-handed with the exception of the body, of which is cut out using a basic body template that is modified in the cutting process. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching. Videos like these take a lot of time and effort to put together, so I really appreciate you watching till the end. Thank you and have a nice day.
What's the for doing on my For You page? She says she LTB and looking for some surgery. She ordered GHK and pins straight in her face. Calls herself offensive, but her comments all Thursday. I know I got an NT reputation. Walking around JBG reputation. Goes to MT.